Hello, all you gorgeous souls. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today's read is going to be on what are your natural gifts. I feel like a lot of you gorgeous, intrepid seekers are out there and you really want to know what some of your natural abilities are and how you can transmute and transform. I feel with this beautiful Saturnian energy moving into Aquarius, this expansion is going to be so beneficial in so many ways because we're going to tap into natural gifts that we didn't even know we had available to us, and we're going to be very surprised at some of the amazing natural talents that we have and how we can use them to better ourselves, people around us, tap into our intuition for healing, helping, and healthful life changes as well. So we have 3 card choices right now. We have Acorn's Invitation, Touch, Exchange, and Connection. And we also have a Scorpion coin there. I'm also integrating some different tactics in this for you guys to choose from too. We have the Golden Gift as number 2. Magical Help is on its way. A Sagittarius coin there. And number 3 is the Secret Path, an irresistible pull down a distinct path, ley lines, and mystical traditions. And we have a Taurian symbol on there. And again, you guys, if you want to come over and enter any of my contests, I have the gold coin giveaways. I'm going to be continuing with that. I just reached, thank you guys so much, 40,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I'm going to be doing giveaways all the time over there. I feel now that I'm getting caught up with everything. I want to start the new year with a really fun giving spree. It's all kinds of fun things. So come on over and see me over there. It's Sparkrist11. We have so much fun. I do daily posts and memes. It's a really good time. So I'm going to let you make your choice. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to see what's going on right away with this Acorn's Invitation. I feel like, again, one of your beautiful gifts that you're going to start to notice is the... you're going to have a Midas touch to things right now where you're going to be able to turn what look like optimistic opportunities into real substantial wealth. There's some of these things where you're going to be following your intuition. It's just going to guide you, kind of like this beautiful blueprint on how to make your resources grow, expand, and really culminate in this successful business year. A lot of you guys are creatives. You go on projects and creative endeavors through this kind of like intuitive strike, because source works through us in a creative sense. And as we know, when we really listen and we're in that vibe and we're in that movement, we create some magical, amazing things, right? You ever paint a picture or say something, you're like, how did that come out so inspired, beautiful, and perfect at that moment? I have some readings that I'm absolutely impressed because everything I wanted to say came out so streamlined and beautiful. And that's being inspired and listening to your intuition and letting source work through us. And you're going to be able to do that to create this wellspring of ideas and an absolute wealth of opportunities, connectivity, and growth within your life. So let's see what else is coming. My ear's really ringing. So I feel with this 7 of Wands, you first of all, you need to stand your ground and tell other people, back off. Listen, I need my time, space, and you're going to use your resources for yourself as opposed to giving them away and always giving everybody rides, money, attention, and stuff that takes you away from your meditative, calm, beautiful mind that you need to establish a blueprint to work with, right? Distractions throughout the day can absolutely derail us. Take, for instance, you just have a really needy friend and they use you as an agony aunt and they're just calling you all the time, problem after problem after problem. You can alleviate that in one felt swoop. Listen, I'm busy. I'll get back to you. Get back to them when you feel like it, when you have the time to do that, if at all. Because if you're finding that other people are just using you as one giant ear or one giant bank account or one giant anything other than for the beautiful soul that you are that wants to connect with you equally, you don't have time for that. And that's what you're going to be elevated to, this sense of really understanding that when you're a conduit for balance within yourself, you're able to give what's necessary for you to alleviate all these stressors that aren't even part of your circumstances. And that's what the 7s are all about, because 7s a lot of times can be about conflict or going above and beyond what you have to. And this is just you standing up for yourself and saying, no, thank you, I don't have time for that right now, or accepting less. This is you saying, no, my ideas are much too wonderful and I'm not doing this. Now, also this Six of Swords, you're in that boat. If you've ever seen this in most of the decks, it's somebody in a boat moving to a distant shore. They're picking out what is most useful and conducive to a peaceful life, a better way. With this beautiful, expansive Saturn and Aquarian energy, it's saying there's so many things that are uncharted and unknown to you that once you discover them, you're going to be like, I knew this was available to me all along. My peace of mind, these extra skill sets, all of that. And seeing all of these, I have a big picture for you here too, the Chariot, and moving really quickly. So some of these gifts that are coming in too with the swords are about thoughts. You're going to be able to streamline your thinking and not have monkey mind or be distracted, and really tap into the bigger picture and the big wins and how to focus to get substantial gains in whatever you want in your life. You know, really great relationships, love, whatever it is you want to bring in and pull towards you. Your absolute focus, you're going to be surprised at how well you can operate and get rid of distractions and really hone in on opportunities that help you win, because your overarching energy for this is Queen of Wands. And this is saying elevation. These little wins that you let yourself notice and be kind of buffered by are going to make you want to search out the next big win. You know, you're realizing, wow, I really can paint, speak, drive, whatever you're doing, that all of a sudden you're like, wow, I do really well at that. And you're noticing all the things that you do well is going to catapult you into more wins and noticing more great attributes about yourself. Therefore, you're going to be able to have passion for the upcoming months and really be able to hone your craft in whatever it is. And I feel like one of your best skills, let's pull one of these cards to see what's going on. So you have this Flower Power. Spend time with flowers, flower essence to increase your personal and healing power. I always feel like this with oils and essences really do this for me too. Over the last couple weeks, usually when I'm popping into the grocery store, I'll buy like a dozen roses just to look at them and smell them and see them there. Remind me of all the specialness and temporary aspects of life too, how quickly a rose kind of blossoms and then fades away. So I act as if every moment is going to pass quickly so I can savor and be aware. That's going to be one of your new gifts too, to be absolutely present in a really substantial way. So you're noticing all the nuances, what needs helping, healing, what needs your attention, like really eagle-eyeing in on that. I feel like your perspective is going to be really well crafted over the next couple months, where you're going to see where what needs work, what needs improvements, what doesn't really deserve your attention anymore. And you can really omit a lot from your life when you know what doesn't really create any dividends or payoffs for you, right? Oftentimes we give our attention and direction to so many people, places, and things that are not deserving of it, that we have very little left for what really does matter. And that's your power of discernment is going to be on fleek. Like, you're going to know exactly where to put your attention, move there quickly to get the best kind of experience from it. And with that, you're standing your ground with other people. No, thank you. I don't want to offer you a ride, money, or all my resources that I have, because I'm saving them. You are absolutely realizing that even though if we view all our resources as being limitless, I like to pretend everything is limitless, because it really is. But that doesn't mean we give it away to things that are undeserving of our time, money, effort, energy, or resources, right? We're not doing that any longer. And now is where your major gifts are coming in, as you're realizing what does deserve that and making them a priority. What matters, what doesn't matter. It's like you can really figure that out right now. And this is something else that's coming in for you in a really big way. The return of life, health, and life cycles. Really looking out how to best nourish yourself, your mind, body, spirit, everything. And then you're starting to feel good about things, and you're going to have fertile thoughts, fertile activities, things that produce big wins for you, because you're really looking after yourself. And that's going to be another part of one of the gifts that are coming in, that you're going to realize what's going to be conducive for your health, you getting the most benefits out of whatever you're doing, and holding yourself in high regard. You're using really good internal dialogue to buoy yourself, feel good, have access to these wins, and then also acknowledging the fact that you did this and giving yourself room to breathe and operate without just going from, achievement to achievement to achievement without pausing and saying, wow, that was very important. That was a big deal for me to go to that party without somebody else, with a lot of people I didn't know, and face my anxieties head on. So you're going to be giving yourself credit where credit is due. And then you're going to realize, hey, now I can really go out there and attain some of these things that I thought was unattainable. So beautiful energy, group 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, come see me on Instagram as well. My Etsy store, everything is down there. So love and light. Now we're on to the golden gift. Magical help is on its way. And this is also the Sagittarian Acorn. And I feel, again, with this great expansive energy that's coming, we're able to tap into a higher optimism that we weren't able to access as easily because there was whatever doubt, fear, anxiety, that even when you couple that with optimism, it shrinks your perspective and your viewpoint on what you think is available to you, what you're able to grasp, learn, do, have access to. Right now you have access to everything. When you think everything is optimal, when you think everything is huge, when you think of things in terms of the big wins, benefits, and feeling good, you propel yourself in that direction. You're looking for things in the vortex that feed your soul, that feed your mind, that give you the passion and drive to move forward. And it's really important that we consistently do that, because if we don't, we're constantly mourning the loss of something, right? Oh, that I could have been this, I could have been that. And that's not what we're doing. We're opening these secret doorways, working with our intuition, and realizing that there are so many opportunities everywhere. The one missed opportunity is simply Spirit's way of saying a bigger, better opportunity is coming your way. I always feel like if anything kind of dissipates and dissolves, it is not serving, because we do have to create a void for the next thing that comes in and really helps us out, right? So this is going to be one of your gifts too. Right now, the Riddle Fisher is about divination, seeking out and finding answers. This is going to be your new realm. This is going to be your new mindset. Listen, when I really slow down and tap into any divination, it can be a whole manner of things. It can be tarot, it can be meditation. First, we ask. I always suggest something to the universe. I would like to kind of know the answers to this, because sometimes there's so vast and elusive questions out there that's when I put my focus on that. I let it go, and I have a healthy detachment, and the answers come back to me, because some of them are quite big picture questions, and you'll have that. So where you're going in your future, and how to wring the joy out of things, how to stay focused, centered, and more importantly, how to stay in the present moment. That's my biggest thing as well, because my mind always goes down so many avenues. I'm thinking about this client, that client, doing things with my families. I want to do this. I know I have so much energy throughout the day, and if I over plan in my head, I can actually exhaust myself before I even go into any of these endeavors, because I've already, lived them on a mini scale. So this is saying really seek out and find answers by having that be your center of focus. Because when we have present moment existence, which means we're focused on just what's happening now and enjoying it and reveling it. It's like when you eat a really good meal, you taste every delicious bite. You're enjoying it, you're savoring it. And that's all you're doing at that moment. You ever get something that makes you excitable in your head while you're eating, you start eating fast, you're already moving towards the door because you think you have to do that next. We can convince ourselves of a great many things, and we never want to convince ourselves we're in a rush or we're going to miss out, because when we know that we're already on the greenest grass possible because we're making it that way. Again, if we dug up a seed to see how quickly it was growing every day, nothing would grow. So we have to give things time, and we have to have patience towards them. That's where the answers come, through a healthy detachment from them. But I feel like your divination skills are going to be really on top, because you're taking that leap of faith. You're knowing that you're divinely guided, and you're going to be able to, again, along with this, because of manifestation and offerings and expectations, that our expectations get met, that we're able to manifest. That's going to be something that you really notice when you put your focus and intention on something, and you expect, optimal outcomes, and you're thinking it, and you're living it, and you're having gratitude for it already, that it arrives. And a lot of people are seeing huge paybacks with this. I do this. It's like I just set that intention. I act as if it's already here, and I get all excited, and I'm already celebrating it and having gratitude for it, and then it arrives. These ideas, all of these things, and you're going to be really masterful at that and using the law of attraction. So get really excited about it. Write things down. That's how I have reminders too, because sometimes our mind just goes, like a whirling dervish. It gives us so many suggestions, and we go in so many directions. But what matters most is really what you want to manifest, and focus focus on right now and watch it come to the forefront. So beautiful energy. Group 2, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. I hope you guys are getting all set for a happy new year, and you have your resolutions, and I like to call it the envisionment board process, because sometimes I feel like this new year, because it's so expansive, that it's great for us to simplify. You know, it's no longer about all this excess, because excess we get drowned in. Just think of people that are hoarders. It's an excess. It's too much. There's no void. So we want clearance. We want to release things so we have room for all this great abundance that's coming in, right? And it really is on its way. So beautiful energy, you guys. So thank you for liking and subscribing, and all my links are down below. So now we're on to number 3, the secret path. Now, an irresistible pull down a distinct path, ley lines, and mystical traditions. I love this because I feel like whenever we tap into that mystical energy, and we know the world is so vast. When you think of when you think of galaxies, when you think of black holes, when you think of all of it, the Milky Way and science and everything that's out there, there is much more than we could ever account for, you know, in logistical thinking. And it's beautiful expansion that means, of course, anything is possible when you know about that kind of energy. Now, what is coming, and let's see what is going on for you guys. So right now, this is some of the gifts that are going to arise for you. First, we're going to start with Barnabas and the Prince, adventures, discovery, travel, and meeting destiny. A lot of you guys, you're going to be able to read the blueprint of your destiny and really follow it through synchronicities. You know your soulmates are coming in. You're saying yes to adventures. And now one of your big gifts is to really implement what you want to do, to go places, to see places, and be aware that it's as simple as make an agreement with yourself. I want to see this country. I want to see this state. I want to see this. I'm going. Then taking that first step. Let me buy that ticket. Let me do this. Let me do that. Now you have your foothold on where you're going and what's going on. So your new gift is really about taking action and making it happen, because you take that first step. And guess what? It builds momentum behind it. And then you get that fire. You get excited about it. And then you call it into being and you manifest it, right? So I feel like this is going to be your year of discovery, travel, and meeting your destiny head on, because you're pulling all this magic, wonderfulness, and expansive energy towards you, you know. And a lot of people, I always equate this with the 6 of Swords, being in the boat and going to an optimal shore and getting away from things that don't serve you or don't keep you in balance. You know, there's a lot of things. It's you know, swimming in those murky waters where it's like you don't trust what's beneath that, but we should always feel that we're safe and we're looked after, because when we do that, we enjoy the water and the swim, not thinking that things from the depth are going to come up and pull us down and drown us. And that's what happens with overthinking, with critical thinking, with over self-evaluation. You know, you have the fear of missing out at that aspect because there's too much thinking going on. So this is more soul-based and intuitive reaction, so you can really squeeze all the joy and fun out of life, kind of like a child that's going to the beach. Everything is magic about the sand and the water because they're really seeing it with all 5 senses, you know, seeing, feeling, touching. Most of the time kids are eating the sand, so they're even tasting it, all of that. You're just diving in. So this is about you having rich experiences this year, and that's going to be your gift to savor them. Pick out things that are meaningful, fun, and vibrant, so you can really have a lot of vitality and optimism in your life. Because the scared to fly is saying the right moment, sensing the right timing. That's going to be one of your gifts. What to say yes to, what to reject, what to tap into, the direction to move. You're going to have great intuitive hints that are going to guide you beautifully to all these successes, where you are just at the right places at the right time, and you're saying the right things, doing the right things, and moving with this velocity towards big wins. And you know, you are being divinely guided. And that's the thing, you've let go of the rudder and you're letting spirit help you. You're not you don't have a strict control aspect to things anymore. And because that can work as a saboteur big time in our lives. I always know when I try to control, like I will have a certain perception of how something's going to turn out at an event or whatnot. And if it doesn't, I just release that and go with the flow. But where before, if we are ever trying to govern fate too tightly and it doesn't go our way, then disappointment surely looms directly after that, right? But if we just go, whatever comes is going to be great, and things shift so fast anyway that nothing is for more than a moment anyway. So even if we feel this momentary loss of, oh, I didn't get that job, or oh, I didn't get the accolades or rewards that I thought I deserved, a moment later something else comes. It's a perpetual cycle of new abundance and new moments, and you're really feeling that and the vastness of it. So you're not going to be scared to fly, and Winter isn't going to be afraid to just sit on all the cards like she does. But again, your gift is going to be right timing, and everything is going to fall beautifully into place, because it's like you have that extra gear in your head that says, oh, act now, say yes, and it's really going to come to you. So beautiful energy, group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you need a private read, you want to visit my Patreon, all of that. You guys, I really appreciate you, and love and light.